This is 7B, 29th of the 7th, 2018. What did I implement from last week? Built workshops for Stretch and 3 for the XPLORE festival. What I did, I ran workshops at Stretch and XPLORE. Who I spoke to, I spoke with Mary about her involvement. What did I think about? How difficult it was to it was really difficult to run the bonobo experience at XPLORE because the crowds were, as I anticipated, very much they were more male heavy. There was a lot more males than females in those spaces. The first one was really good, I enjoyed that, but the third one I did that moved more into kind of like an expressive sexual space I found really difficult because as I predicted, the males were not interested in one another and they were very interested in the females, so there was kind of like all the males gravitated toward the females, and it felt like how could we change this dynamic so that instead of that happening, maybe run a part of the workshop where the females are educated around the sisterhood of bonobos and how the tactics and the ways of dealing with males could be played out in front of the males in the workshop, just so that the females are empowered and they're able to unite and take care of one another and just bring that into the space so that the females are in charge, essentially. The challenges for the week, I had 100 people in one workshop, and that was really, really challenging. The space wasn't very big, and I just found it was very intense. I mean, there's nothing more I can say about it other than I felt it went really well to be able to manage a space with 100 people in it and really be able to organise them and get them into the right space mentally and be able to get them organised physically was a challenge, but I really, really enjoyed coming away from that and going, that's kind of the biggest workshop I've done, and I feel okay about that. Uncertainties, the safety of the participants in the third workshop. It was very obvious to me that there needed to be a better way for the women in the group to take care of one another and be able to move around the space more easily, because as I anticipated, a lot of the males probably weren't interested in sort of the bonobo sort of bisexuality aspect, where males in bonobo society are comfortable sexually with touch, so I anticipated that this would happen, and most of the men kind of gravitated to the women in the space, so I'd like to work on how to alter that so that it's a safer way for participants to experience the bonobo experience. The struggle of the week, the amount of workshops in such a short time, but thanks to Queer Spirit, where I did a whole day of workshops deliberately to see if I could handle doing this amount in one day, was really helpful for me. I learned that I can support people after a workshop, so anybody that needs to talk about their experience, whether it's negative or positive, I feel like I'm able to offer that. And what else? I'll implement I'm going to have a break, but then I'm going to collect data and input from the mailing list, input names onto the mailing list and collect all the data and start collating it. And a highlight was the straight sex positive world is not my home but needs bonobo sisters. That's it, thanks.